Hi, welcome to Machine Learning Basics presented by Heka. In today's session, I'll be teaching you how to code simple machine learning program using Python. At the end of the session, you will be able to independently code your own machine learning program and predict the results. You do not require to know any programming languages as prerequisite. I'll be using Spider IDE, which is one of the software which comes with Anaconda package for writing this Python code. We are going to take COVID-19 count trend prediction as an example and discuss how to predict COVID-19 counts for the future date. We'll be using linear regression model to predict this. What is linear regression model? Linear regression model finds the relation between two variables. The relationship established is used to predict the future events. In COVID-19 trend prediction, date and COVID case counts are two variables. The relationship is established between the date and the COVID case count. This will be then helping us to predict the next month's COVID case counts. I am going to take a sample program that I coded and explain it line by line. Before we look into the code, we need to have the sample dataset prepared. Remember, our code works based on historical data. I downloaded a CSV file from internet which contained information on daily COVID-19 case counts for the past few months. The first column of the dataset contained the reported date and the second column contained the number of COVID cases for entire world. And the column number 202, which is column GT, contained United States COVID count. I saved this file in my PC under the folder where I saved my Python program for easy access. Now let's review the Python program step by step. The first statement in the Python is the import command to import the matplotlib.pyplot library. This package contains commands related to drawing the charts. Similarly, we have imported the numpy, which contains the commands related to arrays. I have also imported sklearn library to reference the linear model errors and coefficient scores. These errors and coefficient scores help to determine the accuracy of the model. I have also imported the library called pandas, which contains packages related to reading CSV file and some of the date formatters. All the commands within these libraries will be used throughout the program. In step number 2, we will be reading the CSV file using read CSV command. The data is read into a two-dimensional data structure called data frames. With this command, you have brought in the dataset into the program. Then date is converted into timestamp using pd.toDate command. Convert the timestamp into milliseconds for all the 230 records. Then convert the data frame into array so that it can be split into training and testing dataset. Save the record 170 to 230 elements of the array and take a column 1 which contains the date field, and it is saved under the array called C19X. Column 202 contains the US COVID cases, and those counts are saved under the array C19Y. The elements from 230 to 267 on column contains the future dates, and those are the dates for which we need to predict the COVID case counts. Those are stored in C19XP. Records from 170 to 230 contains the COVID count by date for the past 60 days. But records 231 to 261 contains just the future dates without any count. We are going to predict the counts for these future dates using our program. The reason I took the records only from 170th record is because the old dates had either zeros or very less cases. In machine learning, we should massage the data, ignore the edge cases, and use only the consistent data for prediction. This is called data cleanup process in machine learning. Next, we will be splitting the array into training set and testing set. Xtrain array will contain the dates except for the last 10 records. Xvalidation will contain the last 10 dates in the array. Xpredict will contain the future dates for which case counts to be predicted. Ytrain will contain the US COVID count for the ones except for the last 10 records. Yvalidation will contain the US COVID counts for the last 10 records. You would be wondering why we had so many variables defined. We may need to understand that a dataset is split horizontally as well as vertically. It is horizontally split into training set, validation or test set, and prediction set. It is vertically split into X variable, which is the predictor variable, and Y variable, which is the response variable. In our example, as I explained before, X variable represents reported date and Y variable represents US COVID-19 counts. Assign the linear regression model using this command. Train the model with the fit method using the training dataset. Predict the COVID case using the validation or test set using predict command. Also predict the COVID counts for future dates. And the predicted results are stored in ypred and ypred future arrays. I am printing the values of coefficient, mean square and coefficient of determination to evaluate the model accuracy. Coefficient tells us about what is the factor that is used to predict the result. Mean square tells us about what is the average difference between actual and estimated predicted value. Coefficient of determination is used to assess how our model is performing on prediction. These above three results helps you to predict how well your model is working. Convert the timestamp into date format using the datetime.fromTimestamp method. Plot the chart using the plot command using x-axis and y-axis. I'll be plotting the predicted, actual, trained and future counts using the plot command. Text label, Y label, title, legend and axis are created using the following commands. Plot.show command displays the charts on a pop-up screen. With this, you have seen all the commands in the program. Let's save this program and run the program. You can execute the Python code using the play button on the spider. Now you will be able to see a pop-up window displaying charts of 4 colors. Yellow chart represents training set, green represents the actual test set, blue represents the predicted test set for the same time period, and the chart in the red represents the future prediction. Important thing to note in this chart is the test set. Test set is the one which has actual values and predicted values. Although we had the count in the test set for 10 days, we still went ahead and tried to predict the counts for these days. Once we get the predicted results, we are now trying to compare the actual versus the predicted chart, which is green versus blue, to see if our model works. In our case, we can see the actual and predicted charts are very close to each other. Hence, we can conclude that our prediction model has worked correctly for those 10 days. With this model, we have predicted for next 37 days as well, which is represented in red. I have also published the code in the comment section. Please feel free to try this code and provide your feedback. Thanks for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like and comment on the video. Thank you.